And we on.
Welcome back.
Ooh, boy, oh boy.
Yeah, I know it's been a while, but
A minute.
here we are. We finally came back from the store with the milk.
Not the milk.
The milk.
Yeah, the line was at the register is mad long, you know what I'm saying? But we here.
You know, with viral infection times, that these lines be freaking wild, bro. But here we are back to finally give y'all the milk of life.
Give y'all what y'all need.
Right.
That's what they've been waiting for.
Did we ready? Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, let's get the introductions out of the way so y'all understand. I'm your boy Martyr.
And I'm Radar.
And here we are with the Harem Bros Spectacular. The Spectacular. What we about to do today?
Episode 30, we're about to talk about Doujin.
Right? Oh, a change of pace.
A change of pace.
But Radar, we're not used to change.
It's okay, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, something's going to have to change.
It's going to change. But, so I realize we do review a lot of hentai videos, but we don't really review the source material like that.
Mm-hmm.
So what better way to ease it in? Pause. Ease it in.
Hey yo.
Then give y'all a Radar and Martyrs separate but equal top 5 doujins that we have read probably since the existence of me enjoying hentai.
Yeah. I think before I found out what hentai was, I was reading doujin.
Yeah. I mean, it's like that, but I never really I didn't enjoy it properly. You know what I'm saying? I would read this and be like, yo, this is interesting as hell.
Right. Oh, cool, titties. I'd see some titties and be like, oh yeah, nice.
Oh, is
cool.
he penetrating?
This is way more explicit than, the regular comics I'd be watching.
I mean,
and it's not real. So even better. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. And that's exactly how I look at it. These doujins honestly give off a different vibe than their video counterparts. Now some of them I wish they did make videos for, but we still got time for that. But if not,
anything's possible,
But if not, they're still good on their own.
Exactly.
So.
Although I will say there is some doujins that the anime or the hentai is better than the source work. Right. So for example, I think I told you about this in the Discord. Join our Discord if you haven't. The Bangable Girl doujin is trash.
What?
It's trash. It's now that I'm about to get into it now because
damn
doujin. Some doujins or webcomics will have this thing where it'll be a still image, and the only thing different between page to page.
Oh, CG?
Is between page to page is just different text.
Yeah, it's CG.
Yeah,
that's garbage.
So in Bangable Girl, I counted. I think there was 10 pages where it was literally the same image, but the text around it was different.
And probably minor image details,
yes.
Dude will probably nut in one frame, but it's the same position and shit like that. And I'm like, bro.
I was like, bro, this is trash.
I hate those.
Thank God himself, Bunny Walker took that doujin and flipped it and tumbled it into the masterpiece that it is.
Oh, it's a bag.
It is.
It's a safe. At that point, it is a safe. Bangable Girl, if you have not read Bangable Girl,
don't read it.
If you haven't watched Bangable Girl.
Watch it. Do not read that shit.
Some of the girls I've slept with remind me of some of the girls in Bangable Girl.
Okay.
And so that's why it hit home for me. It hit in my heart. It hit right in my heart. And I felt that. You're probably watching it right now. You remind me of one. You know it. Anyway.
Yeah, but that show was not good. So that was disappointing.
I feel so how should we do this? Before we talk about any of the doujins, should we talk about
honorable mentions?
Not even the honorable mentions. Just before we get into the top 5, let's actually just. Did you want to talk about Metamorphosis first? I can always edit this.
Yeah. I did want to talk about Metamorphosis.
Before we go into doujins, I wanted to get into the Moab of all. I mean, there's probably worse out there, but just the one that I'm pretty sure everybody knows. And I wanted to give y'all, two brothers' perspective on that.
So. The only reason I read Metamorphosis was because I was seeing so many memes about it, how it was cursed. And,
the cursed, the forbidden.
One of the most heart-wrenching, forbidden type doujins that are out there. And I've seen all 6 episodes of Kuro Inu in fucking damn, I can't even think of the fucking name.
Oh well,
what's that?
You talking about the one that
the BDSM where the guy is like in a room with the girls and he has to do some sex stuff where they all die.
I don't know. That sounds terrible.
It's one word.
It's not discipline, is it? No.
Is it? No. Is
Bible
it
Black. Bible Black is wild. Discipline, I think, is 8 episodes.
Is it Discipline? Hold on.
Discipline is.
I think it might be Discipline, low key.
But did it have like a shitty ass art style?
Actually, no, I lied. This is not it.
Okay.
What's that shit that I was looking at?
What I learned after reading Metamorphosis is this. I want you guys to listen. Some of y'all weak as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Some of y'all are legitimately weak as hell. All right? Look, I'm in the field with this every single day. All right?
This is light.
This ain't nothing new to me. Shit like that, I done seen plenty of times in my life, dog. Some of y'all are weak as hell. And that's kind of wild.
Yeah.
I can see why it is cursed, because normally when you read hentai and stuff like that, you don't expect to see that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I ain't.
It was mostly an emotional thing.
Right.
Like, people weren't used to having that much story be the main point of the hentai or the doujin. And I was like, I get that. I do. But I don't know. Like, honestly, I was cooling for a good bit of it. Like, I was just scrolling through and I was like, oh, okay, this is whatever. Like, up until the point to where
I think where she got pregnant is what fucked me over.
the first time?
Yes. No, the second time. At the end.
Yeah, the second. Okay, yeah, I'll get the. Okay, so there's a point where I was reading and I was completely fine, right? But then there's the point where she got kicked out from what was that dude's? What was it? Hayato?
I don't know what that bitch had.
Yeah, from her quote unquote boyfriend. The second time that she got pregnant after she had already got kicked out and like those 2 homeless dudes DP'd her, I was like, okay, my dick is not only soft, but it's in my pants again.
Yo.
Like, I was completely flaccid after I read that shit, where she was like, yeah, I'm pregnant again, and this time I'm going to keep it. But the thing that really killed me, like the thing that made me not want to read it no more, was there's a scene where she's having sex with a dude in a box. Like, they're both homeless, and she's in a box, right? And the dude nuts. And there's an x-ray of her being pregnant and the nut like right on top of the baby's head. And I was like, yo, okay, I can't do this. It's not even like that bad, but it was like, I've never seen this and I don't want to see it again.
I've never wanted to shoot my phone any harder than that. Like, I was reading it on my phone, bro. I'm laying down. I'm like, yo, okay. Like, you know what I mean? At first, I'm like, okay, I can kind of get jiggy with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's cool. Oh, her mom kicked her out? Oh, this ain't nothing new, nigga. It's a BET special right here.
Right.
Then,
like, the scene, everything she's doing in school, I was like, I've seen this in hentai before. Like, This is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? But after
when she gets kicked out, homeless, that's
the part where I was like, oh, okay, this is different.
Right. So then I was like, all right, how do I backspace? But by that time, you're in too far. And, you know, you're the pages past are a lot bigger than the pages that are still remaining. Mm. So you decide to finish it, you're reading it, and you're like, bruh, how much worse shit could you throw at her? Like, I don't understand. And I mean, I'm glad it had a semi-happy ending, I guess, but it was just like, bruh, how the fuck did we get here? This is like climbing Mount Everest with no fucking protective gear. Yeah, you can walk up the first couple miles. Oh, you can trek up that, but then you gotta fucking ice scalp that bitch and just keep climbing. And then your ass is about to fall off and you gotta pray somebody comes and saves your stupid ass. That's your will to live right there.
Basically.
And it was
that scene with the baby X-ray that killed me, but also I was sad when she got stomped out.
Yeah.
That when she had all that money and those people just like beat her ass and took her money, I was like, damn, bro, that kind of fucking sucks. Basically, the last like
30 pages.
How long of a book
it's
is
like
it?
200 something pages.
No.
Metamorphosis? Yeah, man, it's a long ass story.
It didn't feel like that long.
Yeah, it's because your ass was probably scrolling through it.
That was a light read. I did not feel that long.
Hold on. I'm gonna look it up. God, I'm probably about to get banned. Oh my god. Oh wait. I gotta put Metamorphosis hentai because I literally just put Metamorphosis and just told me the fucking definition. But like, enemy AC 130 above. Yeah, this shit is fucking wild. Oh yeah, no. Tell me how many fucking pages there is. Just say that there's like a lot of pages. Wait, well, I can do the math on this. Let's check the math on that. Let's check the clarity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 5. Oh wait, no. 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I can't. Is that 5 times 6? Be 30 times 5 again.
So 180.
Yeah.
Or 150?
That's what I'm thinking, but hold on. Let me go on a different website because reasons. One of these websites is going to tell me it's 250. Oh, no, wrong one. No, wait, that is the right one. It's 250 pages.
Say swear. That's wild. It didn't feel like it was that long.
Or maybe, hold on. I'm tweaking off the mids. Let me check one more website and then we will.
250 pages.
Well, I could be
like everything's cool up until the point to where like
I lied. 113 pages.
That's what I was like. Man, you. All right.
Don't look at me like that.
That's what I thought.
Don't be a hoe.
Don't be a hoe. And it's exactly what I thought. Like it didn't feel like that long of a book. So Metamorphosis, all in all, it's a sad story, sure. But if you stop reading after she gets like kicked out by her mom, then it's still pretty salvageable. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, she fucks the old dude and she buys stock clothing.
Yeah, and that's including her getting like sexually assaulted by her father.
Which was fucked up.
Yeah.
Look,
her mom.
Look, there's so many. Look, all right.
There's a lot that's wrong in this book, but her mom is like the main villain.
The fucking catalyst of all her. Her mom literally made me want to pull choppers out again. They're lucky I didn't find her first. All right? I would have been like, bruh, oh my God, bro.
Yeah, fuck her mom.
Yo, I would have been like, I would have looked at her like, we can ride on your mom's tonight. Like, hanging out the window with the strap folded, like, just dumping at you. Fuck that. We ain't getting caught by the laws. Right. I one phone call, I have my homies surrounding your mom's house. One phone call. I'm like, let's go. Moving out. SWAT team on that shit. Heard you kicked your daughter out.
So team 6.
Right. Like, oh, that shit sucked. Her mom. I'm like, bro, you ain't gonna kick out this nigga. Are you jealous? Because, like,
you know, I heard a quote that a girl's first hater will always be her mom.
Especially if she's single. I feel like that's the truth. I feel like that is the truth. 100%. Damn, who said that?
I don't know.
That's some real shit.
I saw it online and I was like, yeah, that's kind of tough.
That's some real shit, especially if she's single. I hear that
especially if the daughter's like attractive.
Right.
Yeah, her mom's gonna be a hater.
I'm like, why you she came from you.
That's the point.
Goofy ass, like
how you doing it better than I am? It's because you're old, but
I mean, you're 2.0. Your daughter's always gonna be 2.0. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So she's always gonna be the newer thing, but you shouldn't be be jealous of your daughter. You should be proud of your child. Right. You're threatened because she out here. I mean, she's young. You had her. Your life is over. Your life revolves around her now. It's your hating ass.
Exactly. And on top of that, I think it hurt even more because it's like the father took advantage over the daughter.
Right. She was
and like, she was real quiet about the dad. But now you kick your daughter out? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't get people that will pick their significant other over their child.
Bro, I will kill you over my child. You think I'm playing? I understand I said my vows, but I vow to protect my child. Mm-hmm. And this chopper vow to take your life away. Like, I don't understand that. Like, my child comes first before anybody. You gonna pick. And he ain't even hitting that. So you're gonna keep somebody in the house who's not even smashing? And using hentai logic, you can get one of these young niggas around the block who would not mind smashing a MILF. Mm-hmm. But you gonna keep this nigga who's not even giving you the speed bag. Meaning he's not clapping them. Bruh, you are a lame. Mm-hmm. I can't stand people like that.
Sucked.
And so to this girl, again, I understand like this is a wild ass hentai, but I do love the fact that like through it all she stood tall. She had her child and she was like, bro, I'm real as fuck. This girl right here is fucking made out of invincible.
Yeah,
I don't care, invincible.
She definitely went through some shit.
Kicked a drug habit, got her ass stomped out. They robbed her for what she was holding. Fucked a couple old dudes and shit like that. Homeless ass niggas who probably ain't even showered.
Homeless niggas. And these all types of dick cheese and grime and sweat.
And these aren't Kamurocho homeless niggas or Yakuza 7 like a dragon homeless niggas, because those dudes at least had some standards and could clean up when they wanted to. These are some dirty ass, under the bridge,
dirty dick ass niggas.
Right. And I don't like how they actually drew the detail of like the cheese and shit like that. And I'm like I've never had that, bro. I've never let my wiener demeanor get that dirty. Look, I don't want to walk around with a dirty hot dog, bro.
Weird, bro.
On boomers. And that's just Ed shit doesn't. On Harem Bros, that shit is disgusting, bro. Don't do that. So, message from the Harem Bros, bro. Keep your dick clean, bro. On top, because girls will not want that. I hope we don't have any incels in our group. Real talk. Because, bro,
I hope so too.
I hope not. But if we do, bro, let me help. I'm gonna help some incels get some pussy. That's one of also sub note. We're gonna segue into something else real quick. Sub note. I've been watching a lot of shit on incels and neckbeards and shit like that lately, right? And I don't know. I hope we ain't got none of those in our group. But if we do, neckbeards are hit or miss for me. Just don't be no creep. But incels, bro, I got your back, bro. We gonna help you. You gonna go through Martyrs.
I swear we gonna get you some pussy, dog.
Bro, bro, Martyrs 10-step plan on how to get some pussy, bro. We gonna do it. We gonna do it. That's just,
incels to me seem like a lost cause.
No, bro. Some of them definitely. Some of them are like, yo, bro, you gonna die alone. Forever alone is what that meme. Get your anime body pillows, which I don't hate on niggas with anime body pillows, bro.
I was about to say, don't you have one?
No, I'm getting one. Okay. There's a difference.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? But yeah, no, get your Lovins.
Hey.
Get your Max too, bro. You don't need look, these women, you say these women out here acting stuck up. It's really more for me. You say these women out here acting stuck up, bro. Drop you $100 on a Max 2, get you your favorite lube, bro, and play your hentai games with it. I'm still waiting. I hope we get a Love and sponsorship. Bro, we need to get big as hell.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be wild as hell, because I will test out all their products, bro. Give her a straight Harem Bros reviews.
Harem Bros seal of approval on it.
And you know what I'm saying? I'm stamping that shit. Yeah, you know what? Tell your friends about us.
You know what I'm saying? The gift that keeps on giving.
Right. You can get you, and especially if you a couple, you can get one for your girl. Bro, you and your girl, say you gotta go somewhere. You want an old business trip. Face it, most of our audience is weebs. You want a hentai convention. Your girl couldn't come, whatever. She's probably in a long distance relationship. She lives in Wisconsin or some shit like that.
Some weird ass state like Ohio or something.
Right, Montana.
Like, who the fuck lives there?
Right, whatever. Send your girl a Nora, get you a Max 2, have some of that long distance playtime, bro. Because when she contracts, so is your Max. And when you thrust, so is her Nora. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, the perfect long distance treat to cure your meat. I fuck with it.
Yeah.
I mess with it. So I'm telling y'all, bro, it gets Martyr's seal of approval. Like, I dig the shit, bro. I for real dig the shit, bro. And even if you want to just be on your solo play shit, dude, do it. I'm telling you. They got so many attachments for that shit. They got like a... Attachments?
You got a kitted out love toy?
Yo. So, I mean, it's supposed to drive you in a sense as well. This shit is cool as hell. I love them. I love it. That man, I only use it for special occasions, though. You know, when I'm deprived, if you will, and I need that feeling. Can't fight this feeling anymore.
Got a light of candle, you know,
right? You know what I mean? I got the house to myself and
pour
shit like that.
Pour a glass of bubbly, do your thing.
Oh, of course. I get my favorite Rinaldi wine. I want a wine sponsorship too. Rinaldi de Moscato. It's honey wine. It tastes kind of like that sounds like a mead. Oh, it's amazing. It's just absolutely mead. I hate you. It's absolutely amazing, bro. I get that for every celebration, though. Pour a couple of that, get you about 2-3 glasses in, get your Max 2 on, light a couple insets in that bitch. Get yourself some. I want a Google sponsorship too. Get yourself a Google Home and a couple of Hue lights. I want a Hue sponsorship. A couple of Hue lights. Change the light a couple colors. You know,
he's whining and dining himself.
Right. Dim the lights. Oh, you might as well. I want a DoorDash sponsorship. Might as well DoorDash some shit too. You know, get yourself a nice solo steak dinner. This is for our incel community. I'm telling you, this shit would work. True. Now, you know what I mean? Or if you want this long distance shit, you can send your girl like a pizza or some shit. Send her some Hue lights and shit. Y'all can video chat while using a Nora and a Max, bro.
Demon time over the Zoom call.
So, baby, I know I ain't seen you in a bit. But,
you got that Nora on you?
Right. Oh, yeah, baby. You know I stay strapped. Good girl. You click that Max on and shit like that.
Ridiculous.
I've been thinking about you all day.
You know what's crazy? You know what I was thinking about like not too long ago? The fact that like Skype has been I think for a long time, but Zoom came through and ate their lunch like that.
Oh, Zoom robbed them for their like produce. Everything.
I'm saying Skype has been a thing for like a decade, and nobody uses Skype. But Zoom came along and they're like, all right, yeah, literally everybody is using Zoom now.
You know, ridiculous. I think it was. So here's what I feel like the reason behind that was. Business ethics with Martyr 101.
We were talking about Metamorphosis not too long ago. Now we're talking about Zoom.
Because we're about to get to the main meat and potatoes of this episode. But I mean, it's a podcast. You gotta get before you edit this shit. You gotta like get off track. It sounds cool. I feel like the reason being is because like you remember seeing that episode of Shark Tank with that lady and she was selling the masks and shit like that.
No.
Okay, well, there's an episode of Shark Tank, and the lady, she was selling masks and whatever. So nobody saw the purpose of it. Like, okay, what the fuck?
Right.
She's selling masks. So now it's COVID time. This happened back in, I think, 2009. So now it's COVID time, and everybody's buying masks like shit because now they're a necessity.
Shorty booming.
Right. Well, no, she's not. She gave up that business idea.
Damn.
And everybody else took off her business idea. So now we buying masks from fucking stores, niggas, street vendors and shit like that. When she could have had the market locked down, she was just in the wrong time. So take Skype. People were using Skype for business calls. Yeah, sure, but it wasn't a necessity. Nigga, if we were going to have a meeting, we would just show up to a meeting place.
Right.
COVID happens, and now this thing that is boasting, oh, you can have up to, I think, 64 people in it. You can have a large a meeting with videos and stuff like that. When Skype only boasted max, I think 5 or 6.
I see. So you're saying it's like a necessity. Well, it is. They don't provide the same service.
That and because like it had enough time for people to kind of forget about Skype versus you know what I mean, because remember Zoom is a new thing and people always gravitate to new things. You remember Musical.ly?
Yeah,
Musical.ly. That shit's TikTok now.
True. But that's because they got bought.
Right, but that's my point. But it's the new thing. Now everybody's doing it, and they changed a whole bunch of their stuff.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So that's what that is. And, you know, it's something with, you know, the new thing. You got your main bitch, but then you see a bad chick over there, and you're like, holy shit. I want to fuck her a little bit more because she's the new thing. I already know how annoying this bitch is, and I already know how she likes to be hit. There's no mystery to that. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of goes into our first hentai. So, Radar and Martyr, that is I, started a top 5 hentais that we read, again, probably in the last, I don't know.
Last decade.
Yeah, last decade, I'd say, since I started watching or reading hentai, which is around 2012, 2013. I was probably doing it before that, but I didn't take real notice of it until then. So my on my list, the first one in no particular order is How to Steal a Japanese Housewife.
Speak on it.
That is the title of that. Yes, it is an NTR because you know what I mean. But it's not. It's a good NTR for me. Now let me tell you why it's a good NTR for me. The story is about pretty much this woman She feels a little bit neglected and whatnot. This guy is her husband is, spending their savings, and they're supposed to be frugal because the economy is kind of bad. But he keeps spending the money on failed business investments and shit, stupid shit like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? And let me tell you,
he's trying to get that bread. That's what it is.
True, but he's failing. My thing about it is the fastest way to dry up some pussy is to make a woman realize you are not sustainable. You are a hindrance. So his wife decides to make money in ways that she knows how to. She goes to the streets. She a little freak league, all right? And so with going to the streets, she starts, freaking on people. Well, she freaks the next door neighbor who, and this is what makes me real proud, black. He is a brother.
Nigga, we made it.
This brother comes and plays Captain Swoop Yo Bitch, stole your chick like a thief in the night. He's paying her to fuck, first it's a cordial meeting and whatnot. He's paying her to smash, whatever. They're doing the smash and dash. I think he's giving her like $200 a pop, like every time he busting out. He's in America, right, racks. You know what I mean? And he's bald. This nigga look like Dutch from Black Lagoon. He bald headed and shit like that. Which I love Dutch. Dutch was a real ass nigga. Around with that 12 gauge popping shit. But so he's smashing, and I think he like takes her out on a date or whatever. You know what I mean? He's like, girl, I want you more than just this. And she's like, well, I can't. I'm married, and we this is just a business arrangement. Whatever. He was like, all right, well, I want to. The girl goes back to the house, and this is where the husband pushes her off. The girl goes back to the house. All the money she made from being in the streets, the husband spent.
Oh, wow.
And lost all that shit. So she got so mad. The dude she's freaking is next door. She's fucking this dude next door. Goes in there and is like, I'm just going to give you a freebie this time. And he's like, are you sure? Like, girl, I mean, I want to pay you for your time, I mean... So he's beating her cheeks.
Beat her doonies down.
And I'm talking about from sundown to sun up. He's clapping her. And the walls are thin, so her husband hears this shit.
Wow.
And he's like, man, you must have brought a girl home. I'm proud of him. That's your bitch, dude. That's yours.
What do you mean brought her home? Because she was already there?
Yeah. She didn't have to go too far.
Yes, sir.
So he's clapping cheeks, and he's like, bruh. So eventually the husband next door gets mad, and he's like, bruh, y'all been at this shit like all night. Mind you, they always depict black people with this unlimited fucking stamina. We like juggernauts in the bedroom.
I think that's any main protagonist in that.
True, but look, I'm gonna explain something to you, all right? Most of our protagonists aren't like fucking girls standing up.
True.
All night. It's some sort of, she takes her turn, she's riding, she sucks him, she gargles it, borrows it, swallowed it. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. R.I.P. Duck. And she does all this crazy kind of shit. But they ain't never this man was standing up, beating her cheeks, brought her to the wall, bent her over on the bed, picked her right back up, got her in the bathroom, got her on the glass of the apartment, was just beating her. And she's like, oh my God, you ain't never threw dick like this before. Why'd you wait till now to show me this? I'm deprived. This nigga ain't giving me sufficient meat, and he's spending all my money. So the dude, her husband, comes next door and is like, bro, can you keep that shit down? And the wife opens the door and he's like, yeah, I want a divorce. I've been fucking him all day.
Yikes.
And I want a divorce.
Yikes.
So then he's like, he gets ready to hit her, but the black dude like punches this nigga in the face. And they close the door and they start fucking again. And that's the end of the story.
That's a real nigga.
That is the end of the story.
That's a real ass nigga
For
right there.
real. This man literally, not only did he pipe your chick, gave her the funds, she wanted a divorce, and now she wants to be with him. That is a win for black people if I've ever seen one. And that is where you get the story, How to Steal a Japanese Housewife.
And that's fire.
Now, all I can say is I was so proud when I saw this. When he punched that dude in the face, I was like, yes, proper representation.
Finally.
Oh,
niggas don't get their shit right enough in Doujins.
Fades, right? Like, you spending all her money. You wonder why she coming to a reel? I can say it, nigga, like me, especially because he was actually a real nigga, and I'm so excited.
That's facts.
Bro, they don't ever, like, you know, the black dude, and he didn't look like the stereotypical, like, big lip. He looked like a black dude. Like, they actually drew him properly.
Okay.
Like, and, it was a short story, a short NTR. It's, like, not even 30 pages or whatever.
Oh, all right.
And it made me so happy. I just, look, because he inspired me to throw hip like that. Like, I've been working on my, you know, my upper body and shit like that, because I'm trying to hit her with the old Duralex flex. You know what I'm saying? That's an inside joke. I gotta stop saying Duralex flex. But I'm trying to hit her with the old, you know, the construction treatment. I'm trying to give her the pile driver. I'm trying to give her that, you know, steel girder treatment. You know,
I feel that.
So yeah, that's How to Steal a Japanese Housewife. That's one of my top favorite hentais or doujins.
I feel that. Okay.
I didn't do it in order.
Yeah, this isn't in order either. But one of mine is called Temptation Downtime.
Ooh.
It's it basically like you at your homie's crib and his big sister who's thick as fuck and also dark skin comes in and your homie leaves and you can fill in the blanks and what happens.
Yikes.
The only issue that I have with it is there's like a little bit of shoulder. Like the woman is poised to be like young 20s, like early 20s, maybe early 20s, late teens, and the guy is like he looks like a high schooler, but he looks young for a high schooler. You know what I'm saying? So
like freshman, maybe.
Yeah, like maybe freshman, sophomore type high schooler. I don't know, but. Fuck that nigga. I'm here for the girl. God, I'm here for the woman. I'm talking big titty, dark skin, thick as hell. Thick as fuck. Yeah. Oh, question. Where do you read your doujins?
Between like 3 different websites.
I use like 2.
I use Hentai to read and hentai.net.
I use Nhentai as well.
Luscious.net occasionally.
Okay. I use Sumino.
Oh.
I just like the interface of Sumino. It's a UI thing for me every time.
I feel that. That's why hentai to read for me personally is absolutely amazing because of the I just love the search engine on there.
Okay.
Like it's oddly specific.
Sumino can do that too.
Yeah, see, and that's so I feel that. I feel like that's the reason why hentai to read is my top one. Like, don't get me wrong, I like hentai because people just put numbers down and they're like, oh, okay, it's convenient.
Exactly.
But I love hentai to read for that reason.
I think you can also do the same thing with the numbers on Sumino. Like all the. So I mean, it could be real simple if we have all the numbers. We could just put that in the description. We're gonna be putting all our favorite doujins in the description of the video. Or if you're audio only listener, then I guess I'll post a link on our Twitter and our Instagram. So you could see what we're reading.
If you're an audio listener, I appreciate you.
Yeah, I completely forget that there are people that only listen to us and haven't seen like what we look like.
Damn, I wonder if they know we're black. I mean, it's not like we say it like 45 times an episode.
I would hope so.
Like, oh my God, these white people just keep saying nigga all over the video.
Nah, I feel like.
Nah, I'm pretty sure.
I feel like our voices are enough.
Oh, so I'm gonna tell you something absolutely hilarious. So I used to work at a call center. Actually, me and Radar used to work at the same job. All right. And one of our bosses.
Fuck that job.
Yeah, no, fuck that job, fuck that niggas, and fuck that CEO. He a hoe.
Yep.
I put that on HB. He a hoe. Anyway. So, oddly enough, I got pulled into the office one day because I wasn't, it was a job that was customer service, but some aspects required sales. And my boss tells me, mind you, he's a light-skinned black dude. He tells me, don't be afraid to pitch sales things. The customers aren't going to be afraid of you. I mean, you sound white over the phone. So they're not
There's no way he told you that.
I swear to God.
Damn,
bro, I
sound like HR finna get a call.
That's what, I mean, like they shouldn't be afraid because apparently majority of the people who use that fucking service are white.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
And I believe it too.
Niggas don't have security systems.
Niggas wouldn't need it.
Yeah.
We got guns. We don't give a you know what I mean?
Let somebody roll in my crib. I promise you.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just, oh my God, that job used to piss me off because people would be like, oh, I don't got my security system for one night. Anything can happen to me. Oh my goodness. And I'm sitting there like, bitch, okay, like, bitch, I'm from the hood. I never had a security system.
Right. I've never used that shit.
What the fuck?
I have a security system in my house. We don't arm it.
That's what I'm saying. Bitch,
not that we could. We don't pay for the bill, but...
You live in the richest part of town.
Bitch, you're in Valentine.
That's what I'm saying. You live in the richest part of town you're talking about. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Like, bitch, the police will be in your neighborhood lickety fucking split. If I call the cops, as a black man, if I call the cops where I live, police will be like, man, we might go over there.
We'll get there in like 45. A pizza will get there quicker.
That's what I'm saying. Bruh, you might as well call the police. Pizza people get shot more than the police do. So it was just so weird because, like, I'll never forget hentai and real nigga drama. I'll never forget, bro. My house got shot at one night, bro. My mom called the police, and it took them, like, I swear to God, like a good 45 minutes to even, like, get there. And then they got there the next day. Like, they came back the next day. I think they just went there to assess the damage and then came back the next day.
Wow.
And I was like, these niggas shot at my house. I almost got shot. Like, the fuck? Yeah, we'll get there when we get there. But for you, miss, you get a call, somebody even thinking about...
I was on speed dial.
Right. Where's the drama, ma'am? He's still here? But, yeah, fuck that job. So if I do sound white, all that to say, if I do sound white, I'm not.
I've heard my voice, like...
But you deep.
Years ago, though. When we were in 9th grade, I have videos of us from back then, right? And I heard how I talked, and I was like, oh my God.
Bro.
I sound Caucasian.
Bro, I'm weak.
I sounded straight Caucasian. Like, I used to get mad when people told me that, right?
Same.
But I hear it. Like, from years ago, I hear it. And I'm like, oh, damn, that's where that's coming from. Okay.
Bro.
That's fine.
That should be like a 50,000 subscriber thing. Like, we get to 50,000 subscribers, like, we will post pictures of, like, us. Like,
from early high school?
Yeah, from early high school.
I don't know if I want to embarrass myself like that.
Shit, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind my matchstick head looking ass, bro. I was dark as fuck, bro.
Right. Oh, nah.
We get to 50,000, I might have to make that an incentive.
It's
in all honesty, and I would want, like, somebody to, like, roast the fuck out of me. I'm being honest. I would let my viewers roast the fuck out of me.
I feel you on that. I don't know though.
But
yeah, that was the first one. Temptation Downtime.
Temptation Down. I'm gonna read it.
I'll throw the links.
Yeah, no, most def.
Yeah.
I'm about to edit the fuck. This video is gonna be fun as fuck to edit. I'm gonna love this one. I've been using Adobe Premiere on, like, most of our shit.
Mm-hmm.
Read hentai. Read hentai.
Read hentai.
Read it, bitch.
You gonna go next?
Yeah. So the next one on my list, and this one, I love it still. It still holds a special place in my heart because it's one of the first ones I remember reading and actually enjoying as a kid. So the art style is very dated. Because it's pretty simple. It's vanilla. This is back, I think everybody's gone through that, especially, like, if you're a turbo weeb. Like, you've gone through that cat girl phase, I guess.
I'm still in it.
Oh, okay. I feel that. But I mean, like, it's this one is kind of different just because it's really vanilla. Like, there was nothing, like, really, like, too mind-jarring about it except for this. It's called A Cat Repaying Its Kindness, right? Okay, cool. It sounds pretty cliche. This man is going home. It's raining. It's pouring. This man sees a fucking stray black cat, which... Another thing, I guess Japanese people like black people, I hope they do, brings a black cat home. So he feeds the cat when he gets home and he goes to sleep. He's like, yeah, I guess you can stay here. You know what I mean? It's a cat. Mm-hmm. Everybody likes cats. Nigga wakes up and he's like, what is that smell? And it smells amazing, apparently. This cat turns into a female, a badass chocolate bitch cooking breakfast. And then she gives him the meow mix. You know what I'm saying?
No, not the meow mix.
The meow mix, fam. She gives that brother the treats. All right,
the pedigree.
Yeah, and they straight smash. And these are good scenes because It was amazing. But I remember thinking like a long time ago, like, yo.
Does the nigga not think it's weird that he fucked a cat, quote unquote?
No. I mean.
So it's a person that turns into a cat. Are they a demon? Are they a...
you know what? I don't know. I've read plenty like this. One of them was like where an angel turns the cat into a girl because the kindness and they fuck and then she turns back to a cat. This one is really interesting. I thought I had it pulled up and I realized I don't. How about a nice wholesome game of dicks and escalators? Oh boy, lady, you gotta ride that dick. Oh my God. How about and I love you so much. I just see you over there looking at it. Like the art style is like what is that show that manga called? Vampire Knight. That was one of the first mangas I ever read. I thought it was the weirdest shit ever. I don't know if you ever read Vampire Knight. I read on Luscious. Good times. I got this over.
So you have no idea. It was just...
No idea what?
Why? The bitch was a cat?
No, he woke up and she turned into a cat. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's wild.
They just woke up and was like, pussy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, have you played oh my God. Have you read a hentai before? Sometimes shit just doesn't make sense. Like, sure, you really made breakfast. This nigga wakes up and he's like, wait. Oh, what are you doing into my house? Ma'am, I don't know what's going on anymore. Help me. It's the funniest shit ever, though. Like, it's funny. Oh, is my phone dying? Why, yes, it isn't, SpongeBob. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to see. This man wakes up. He says, oh, my head. He drank way too much. He was sipping lean, by the way. Wakes up. And this girl says, are you fully awake, master? Coming and say what? Ma'am, who are you and how did you get into my house? She said, I prepared you a whole meal. This man says, who are you? Right? Like, this shit is wild. This man gives her the Thotsamaki sex pookin'.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That reminds me of some doujins that I be reading, like where something will happen without being explained, like why it happens, like if the bitch is like a demon or anything. That also reminds me of Wagai no Liliana-san, where they do like takes a black girl home.
Random chick off the street.
Yeah.
Surrounded by dogs. How do dogs not rip that bitch to shred? I still don't get idea. It. There's so many things about that hentai and you want to...
No idea.
She just goes straight to the wood, too. She notices the wood and is like, well, I'm horny. How about a nice, wholesome... But the art style was like... I still, to this day, I was like, damn, it's been a while.
To this day?
Yeah, this is one of those... This is one of those I was proud to read. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Should I go next?
Yeah. Your turn.
So I'm thinking, there are a couple that I could talk about. Actually, you know what? Nah. I know exactly which one I'm gonna say next. It's called Justice. Oh no, wait.
Justice?
No, wife with a strong sense of justice.
Justice?
Wife with a strong sense of justice. You already know.
Everybody like justice. The
wife with a strong sense of justice. It's NTR.
All right.
It is roughly about like 62 pages, and it's fully in color. So it's full color.
I love those full color ones.
Yep. I've realized from the amount of doujins that I read and the amount of hentai that I've watched that NTR has maybe four at most 4 different plot points.
Yo, Ain't nothing changed but the characters.
Yeah, literally nothing changes but the characters, because I have another NTR on my list that falls into one of these 4 categories. So it's basically, first category is like, I have a boyfriend and I love him, but he doesn't sexually please me like my quote unquote sex friend does, right? But I still love my boyfriend. Okay, so there's that one. The second one is really just, I love my boyfriend, but I also love this other guy, so I'm just going to have both of them. Okay. And the third one is straight up just like basically sexual assault, where the woman is like, I still love my man and I don't want to have sex with the guy. And then the fourth one is really a toss-up.
I feel like the first one is always blackmail. Like, oh, we'll take your company.
Or no, that falls into the third one.
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah. Oh, damn.
So maybe it only has 3 different plot points. At most. Because every NTR I've ever seen falls into one of those 3 categories. Even something like Otome Dori, where Otome they weren't together, but the guy still liked her, but she was with the gang. So so the first option where they love each other, but she's with the gang, is applicable. That's all I'm saying. Like, there's no variety when it comes to NTR anymore. I long for the day I find the doujin where the NTR happens, the dude gets his girl stolen, and he runs the fade with the nigga that stole his girl.
Oh yeah, I need that. I need that in my life.
There is a couple doujins that come to mind about like NTR, but the guy does nothing, or NTR where the guy that stole the girl is the one that's like beating the guy up. And NTR is always written to make it seem like the guy that got his girl stolen is like sad, like he's the helpless one.
But he's not.
But he's not. Like, it's sort of just like, okay, like your girl got took.
Now what?
Like, move on. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't your girl if she was up for the takings.
Robbed.
And it's that simple. But yeah, Wife for the Strong Sense of Justice is basically an NTR about this guy, and he's about to lose his job, right? And so his boss pulls him into the office and is like, look, yo, bitch, fine as hell. She thick. You know what I'm saying? She's the MILF with glasses archetype. You know what I'm saying? Big titty, big booty. I want her. You know what I'm saying? Now give me a night with her. One night, Lil Yachty style. Give me one night with her, and I'll let you keep your job. And so the man goes to his wife, and he's like, look, this is the sitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you want to do. And the wife is like, I'll do it for the job. And the guy is, the man's crying because he's like, damn, I feel so useless, you know, like, it's my job to be the main money provider in this house, and here you are having to save me. I love you, you know, all this sentimental shit. And then the wife, you know what I'm saying, gets herself ready. She goes to the love hotel with the boss, and the boss toots her ass up. I'm talking, he puts her on the stroke. Oh, now that's another thing. It happens without fail that the man that they're in the relationship with has a small, insignificant ass penis, and the dude that is doing the cucking, the NTR, has this gargantuan ass like sausage that the woman has never experienced in her life.
The kielbasa.
Now I'm talking like mandingo meat. The nigga always has this like big ass penis, and he's always dark. Why is that a thing? It's always a dark skinned nigga, bruh. Like, I'm not talking black. I'm talking like tan. It's always a well tanned man that's doing the cucking.
I think tan is supposed to represent evil. I
guess, but if that's the subtext, then fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is either, but damn, yeah, it is always tan dudes.
It's always a tan nigga with dyed hair.
Are they trying to say like tan niggas is like
evil?
Yeah, like,
beware of your bitch.
Hey, that nigga got too much sun on his skin. I think I need to keep her close. Like,
you remember that hentai that TK told us to watch? Same shit. She loves her boyfriend, but the man who's tan got a bigger schmeat, and he hitting her right. NTR is washed. It's
no, it's actually a tanning screen.
Yeah,
or tan lotion.
they've hit their stride. NTR is like isekai in anime now. Like it's used up. We get it.
Right.
Invent something new.
Right. I mean, I think I could come up with a whole bunch of like different plot points, but I mean, I guess they'd all lead to the same point. Like, imagine that this nigga disrespected you, like this man disrespected you at the job, so you take his bitch. It's just okay, but then he pulls up to you like, so you gonna take my bitch, bro? So what? We about this shit. Like, I need some gangster shit.
And they always call. There's always a call.
Yeah, why is there, bruh? It's either they find some way to communicate that shit. It's either a DVD, a phone call, or like a text message.
Yeah, they'll send them a video or some shit. In this doujin, wife with a strong sense of justice, the husband has regrets about letting his wife go, so he's trying to call her and be like, hey, you can quit. Like, you don't got to do this. I'll just find another job. Meanwhile, his boss is 7 inches deep in his bitch. Like, I'm talking clapping.
Oh, he excavating your shit.
Yeah, and she was, you know what I'm saying, trying to hold out, be like real respectful of her marriage or whatever. And after the first night, she like, all right, I guess we're done. He said, bitch, I said a night, not a round.
Right, what?
A night. So I'm about to get my money's worth. Yeah. I'm about to get what the fuck I came here for. Fuck you talking about?
But you about to give me this raise. Fuck you.
And he's hitting her. Bro, these positions and like I said, it's fully in color. So you can see everything.
Disrespectful.
It's great. It's a well-drawn doujin, right? Come to find out halfway through while they're fucking, the nigga's like, I'm still finna fire him. He said, you already know I'm finna fire him. Fuck you talking about? Hold on. Let me find the page where he says that shit.
I'm fucking flabbergasted. How you get your wife took and she's still... Bruh.
She's cock food to your boss and you still lost your job.
Mission failed. Oh,
and she loving it. She loving it. Here it is, page, what is it? Page 44. He says, you said, you know, the truth is your husband is already going to get fired. Too bad for him. And she slaps him, right? But he's still fucking her. So it really don't matter.
For the night? Damn. You just broke up a family, dog. Damn.
And it's drawn so well. And it's uncensored.
That's the least bit of my worries. This nigga just robbed this person.
Oh no, it's censored. But
is it the lines, the blur lines?
Nah, it's pixelated.
Oh, okay.
But it's whatever. It's still pretty good. So yeah, there's that. That's one of mine. I thought that shit was funny.
Damn.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, it does.
Don't get your bitch taken. Yeah,
definitely.
If you're doing everything, she still get took. Then you must understand that's not really your girl. Man.
Why was that the option though? Why didn't this nigga say, you know what? Like, how good was this? This job must have had full dental benefits, my nigga.
Benefits. I'm talking 401k.
Right.
That bitch is paying dividends.
Right.
For his wife to be like, yeah, no, this job is worth keeping and worth me sleeping with your ugly, long penis boss.
Damn. Well, on a lighter note, god damn. I don't know how the fuck to top. None of my hentais top that shit. That's fucked up.
You say I'm still finna fire that nigga.
Yeah, you say.
And what?
I'm fucking you. I'm busting nuts all in your wife, and you fired. The fuck? Hell damn. I'm gonna give you your pink slip while I slide in her pink pussy. That's just, it's that simple. Oh my. So the one, wow, man, that shit hurt me. So the next one on my list is it's a short hentai and it's called, well, Because It's You, Shorty. Yeah, it's literally called Because of You, Shorty. Now, I like this one particularly because of the art style and just for the fact that like this guy is short, right? And his girlfriend's like some tall ass Amazonian chick. Now, I mean, she's really athletic and whatnot. And I kind of like the tomboys appeal or whatever. So he's watching her like practice in sports or whatever, and she's asking him to like they're not together, but he's like, well, I mean,
they have an entanglement,
right? And, okay, Jado. But she's like, she just really likes him. So she's like, how about we walk home or whatever? And he's like, I mean, why? Like, he's just like, he's acting like all like we're not even dating, girl. Like, I don't want to walk home, whatever. And she's like, but it's because I love you and like you're my boyfriend. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, we're not dating. What are you talking about? What are you doing? I never agreed to that or whatever. So she's like, fine. So she takes this man around the alleyway in school or whatever. I guess their school has alleyways. I don't know where the fuck our school had alleyways.
Must be a boarding school. They got a whole street.
So she like puts, he's short. Like he comes up to her chest. So she like pins him against the wall and her titties are all up in this man's face, which is really nice. And she kisses this man. She's all up in the mix or whatever. So then he like pushes her away. He's like, why the fuck did you do that? Like, I ain't fucking with you like that, shorty. I'm really not. And she's like, I got something that'll change your mind. So she turns around.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, well, all right, cool. I can just walk off. And she just, this is my favorite scene in the whole manga. Now, let me see what page it is. Page 6 out of 15. I told you it was short.
Okay.
6 out of 15. She puts her ass all up in this man's face. Like, bent over, her ass still comes up to this man's face. Because I guess he's kind of like crouched down or whatever. And like the way they draw the cheeks just looks immaculate. Like, almost makes me wish I had some ass in my face right now.
I feel you.
Looks immaculate. He gets one whiff of that pussy and he's like, fuck. I think I'm in love.
Yeah.
So he gets all hard or whatever. And like she's like twerking in this man's face. And she's like, God damn, I'm in love. She pulls out this man's dick or whatever. And then they're doing like a standing 69 position, which I thought was gangster as hell. Like it almost looks like they're making a letter D. And the shit's dope as shit. She sucks that meat. They start fucking and whatnot.
In the alley.
Yeah, in the alleyway. And then that's the end of the story. Like he busts a nut and now they're dating and they're walking home together.
Well, damn.
So when in doubt, pull that pussy out. Like,
yeah.
That shit, she like smelling pussy he's like, damn, my mind's going numb. I think I'm in love. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I fucking love that shit. This was a good ass. It was good and it was short.
That's cool.
You know.
All right, so basically, I think my next one, so mine with me, this pronunciation, so it's Kyouka hajimeru kuro majutsu.
Oh my God, if you were able to say that really fast, it would sound authentic because each pronunciation sounds great.
Maybe. And this is a Succubus story.
Real shit.
Now you know how I feel about Succubus. Like I'm not really like that's not really my thing, right? But the thing that's different here is the main guy isn't a loser, right? Like he's not one of those dudes where he's like, damn, I want to summon a Succubus to kill me, basically, right?
Right.
So he does get one, right? And then he immediately wishes for a bigger dick, right? And any nigga might ask for a bigger dick, right? But the thing about it is, when the succubus is like, okay, it's time to pay up with your life, I'm gonna like drain your life force or whatever, he lays meat on her so fierce with his new penis that she's like, damn, I don't want to take your life now. Like he wins. That nigga won.
He defeated. He asked for the cheat codes.
He clapped her up so clean that she didn't want to take his life, and she lost. And they transported him to the demon world, and now he's running a whole gauntlet with a family. I'm talking sister, mother. He even has to. He pipes their family so good that the demon king himself is like, you're kind of doing too much. I need you to chill. But he's like, fuck that. I'm still fucking. It's a long book though. It's like 185 pages. There's a whole lot of tags with it. So like, there's some dark skin. There's like a horse girl in here. There's a cat girl in here. Like they go through different body like transitions. Little bit of sexual assault, a little bit of like there's a scene with multiple penises in it, which is like it's wild. It's pretty wild. So I would say read it. Like I said, it's 185 pages. It's pretty good. It covers all the bases that you could ever want. There's that.
I actually fuck with it. I think I'll actually get that one to read too.
Mm-hmm.
Demon bitches, everybody like demon bitches. Mm-hmm. Man, I fuck with it. He said the Demon King was like, yo, look, you're
kind of piping my family too.
Chill. Look, I know I can have any bitch I want, but I chose these particular bitches here. Mm-hmm. I need you to chill, bud. For my next one, I had for my punishment, I have to confess to a sassy troublemaker. Let me say that again. For my punishment, I have to confess to a sassy troublemaker. It's reverse NTR, whatever the fuck that means. Pretty much it revolves around my man Kazuta. He's supposed to bring his homeboys some money. No idea why. I don't think it's explained. I didn't give too many fucks at all. Mm-hmm. But he's supposed to bring gang and them some money. And he doesn't, obviously, because he was like, bro, if I steal this shit, you know, my folks is going to, like, see that I stole this shit, bro. So they're like, fine, bro, since you can't get any money for us, and because I guess it was a part of a bet. If you can't get any money for us, we're going to make you do something you really don't want to do. We're going to have you confess to the sassiest girl in school who's known for throwing hands on niggas. Like, she's a delinquent. We're going to make you confess to her and say that you love her. He's like, bro, do I got to? Why I got to do this shit, bro? You know she going to fuck my life up. And that's what they're hoping for. They're hoping for him to get his ass fucked up by his girl. Whatever. All right, cool. This man goes to confess to her, not knowing that her man's likes her. His man's likes her. Whatever, the dude who made him take the bet. So she says, yes.
Oh.
She's like, oh, all right, fine. I said, okay. So they go home together or whatever. And the guy's like, all right, well, maybe she'll be his ass at the house. He has I think like a hidden camera or some shit like set up in, I think the dude's room. He's like, fine, you got to film y'all hanging out together. They start fucking. And the guy, his man's is watching through his phone.
Right.
And he is like, yo, bro, I wish that was me. Like, why, bro? Why is she sucked his dick? No, like he's crying.
Wow.
And shit like that. And then like he pulls out his dick and starts jacking off, which I don't know why niggas do that shit. Why are you depressed and jacking off? Those are two conflicting feelings for me. I can't be sad and jacking off.
Like, are you jealous that your man's is beating?
Right.
But still beating yourself.
Right. Like, and he pipes. So then this man starts putting a show on. Like, and he's like, his man was like,
doing tricks with the dick.
Yeah. And then he's like, so then like, oh, there's like this one page where like he like actually like flexes her out to like, so like if you were on like the other side of the camera, you could like see everything, like her ass and all that shit. Like her glory is hanging out. And and his body is like, oh, look at some shit you're never gonna get.
Damn.
And then he starts piping her again. And I'm like, bruh, disrespectful. But hey, you earned it. Hey, look, mission failed successfully. Disrespectful. And I fuck with that one way too hard. That was a fun one for me. I read that shit with absolute confidence. And I said, damn, how disrespectful do you have to be for, I mean, I'm just saying, if you set me up, bro, if you set me up to get my ass whooped and I win, oh, don't do it. Oh my God.
True. We only have like maybe 30 minutes left, so I'm gonna speed run through my last two picks and then some of my honorable mentions. So second to last is, oh damn, I don't know how to fucking this is the longest title too. Okay, so bear with me. Muki Ryoku Mukuchike JK Hibiya-san. It's a long ass title.
You struggled with that.
Yeah, I know I did. It's 31 pages. It's in full color. I don't know how I keep finding these shits, but it's full color. It's a teacher and a student, male teacher, female student. the female student is like, I don't know, aloof. Like she doesn't really talk a whole lot. She's pretty quiet, but she's a troublemaker. So they caught her shoplifting, and they're like, basically, okay, we're gonna call your parents. She's like, please don't call my parents. And the teacher's like, well, we have to. And she's like, look, I'll do anything. And the teacher's like, oh, say swear. Anything.
I'm jumping on this.
Say swear. And so basically it's just 30 pages of pipe. You know what I'm saying? Pages of pipe. Like it's a good scene. Bro, there are so many different scenes in this thing where they're just having sex. The girl's thick as hell. You know what I'm saying? The teacher's dark skin. They go through different situations. Just the angles and the pudge, you know what I'm saying? The way the body looks when they're doing it. It's just nice. You know what I'm saying? It's just nice. Dark skin teacher. Did I say that already?
You did.
Yeah.
He said just pages of pipe. I love that. That's a funny ass
Just the way that my man be throwing a hip. It just looked like that. And then my last one is I'm gonna just go through them in the honorable mentions. But dark skin frog girl. That's all I really gotta say. Dark skin frog girl. The doujin is called Animal Girl Hotline Frog Girl Anura, and stars our main character, and he's a loser. You know what I'm saying? He's typical loser type main character.
He don't get no bitches.
No bitches. And so he calls up the Animal Girl Hotline and they deliver him a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Dark skin frog girl. And you know, that tongue be doing wonders. The way that they you know what I'm saying, they drew the tongue going around the meat when she was sucking. Ooh, baby. That's it right there. The only thing that's kind of not it for me is they made her the little sister type. Like she's like short and like young, so it feels weird.
I got you. Yeah, that's some shit for me. That ain't it for me.
True. Honorable mentions, or do you want to go through your last ones?
I had like literally one more.
Okay.
Like
you can go through that.
It's called I think it's like Heartmark Ume 2, which I think it's the second one in a series or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's pretty dope. It has some amazing scenes. The main girl that the guy is trying to get is like a dark skinned girl. So you can't go wrong with dark skin. We out here with the chocolate boy. So anyway, it starts off, the second one starts off with like him and his like his sister and his crush playing video games or whatever. And his sister is a arrow manga artist or whatever. So they she wanted to like, she needed the sister's help. The girl needed the sister's help. She wanted some inspiration for like arrow manga shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
The very thing that we're reading right now. So dude goes over the house, and I don't know how, but they just start fucking. And then then I don't know how they go back to the house after giving some sister the inspiration to the sister. They fuck in front of the sister, and then the sister joins in on the fucking, and everybody's fucking. So it's just the weirdest shit ever. But it's some shit I can honestly get behind because it's well drawn. It doesn't really need too much of a plot, but it still was pretty fire. And that was it. I didn't do any of my honorable mentions, and I forgot.
Okay, cool.
I didn't do my homework, yo.
So I have a good bit of shit that I could talk about for the next 24 minutes, so to speak. So, if you're familiar with some of our hentai episodes before, I've mentioned that I've read some of the doujins for them. So, I already talked about Bangable Girl, which is trash. Don't read that. But Energy Kyouka, the one, I think that's like episode 26 or 27, one that we just recently released, read the doujin for that. It's pretty good. It's drawn really well. It really feels like the animators just took the screenshots from the doujin and then just animated them because they're like 1-to-1. You know the scene in the very beginning where like she is in the bathroom with those 3 kids and she like takes her titties out? Right. It's like drawn the exact same way in the doujin. So it's really good. I would highly recommend that. Plus, there are like, there's a book, right? A book of the same series. So it's 199 pages. So if you like Kyouka and the other characters like Leona and her mom and all that other stuff, and you want to go deeper into the lore of that world, then yeah, you could do that. There's about like 6 other short stories. Yeah, so there's that. Same thing with the Nakadashi Hotel. I think I talked about that in length in that episode specifically. But yeah, I read that as well. There's specific situations in that doujin that they don't animate that I think are very interesting. Like he basically runs around the island doing whatever the fuck he wants and like pipes up a bunch of different girls. There's it also reminds me of this one doujin that I don't remember the name of, but I'll try and get it by the time that this episode comes out and put it in the links with everything else. But it's sort of like this resort island of women who love it when you come in them. It's sort of like that, but I think, and I know I told you about this. This guy wins the lottery, right? And instead of cashing in his lottery and just taking the money, the people at the lottery office are basically like, okay, well, you could take the money or we could set you up with a citizenship package at this remote island where you have a band and depending on what kind of band you have, what color it is, you can go through and basically have sex with anybody of the same band color or of a lower band status. So there's that. And then it's sort of a spoiler, but he kind of goes all the way through of his money. And they don't tell him this in the beginning, but you have to pay taxes on the island. And he ran through his money to get the highest band so he could have sex with literally anybody on the island. And they end up killing him in the very end of it. It's like all the women that he like sexually assaulted throughout the island come back and like kill him. So it's kind of, that was kind of funny. What else? Oh, what was the name of it? Itadaki Seiki. That's what it was. Itadaki Seiki is part of a series as well. So the stuff that they animate is its own thing, but there's a couple of short stories in the same collection that I thought were super interesting. So there's one story about this guy and this girl, and they're on a date, and they're in a park, right? And the guy is like trying to get the girl to come back to his like place to do the nasty, right? And she's like, "No, I'm not with it." But the guy's like, "We're going to do it anyway." So he's like in the middle of getting ready to like assault her, right? And the girl stops him and turns into a demon. And now the guy that was just about to be sexually assaulting this girl is now getting raped by the demon lady, right? And she's now a whole dominatrix, like she's the top in this situation. So that was a nice little flip, you know what I'm saying? That was cool.
But you wanted to do the nasty, right?
Yeah, you was just freaky with it. What happened to that same? Keep that same energy.
Where the energy at, fool?
Yeah. Oh, Oideo Miseru Kailan, that has a series as well. That's good. I would actually recommend reading that. If you've seen the hentai, read the doujin, because there are more girls in more different situations, and they go deeper into the lore of the park. So there's a daycare there. There's a bunch of different stories that they go through with the characters. I think there's one character where it's like a mom and her daughter go there together in order to, you know what I'm saying, do the nasty. So that was that. Just a bunch of different interesting stories. Oh, this one right here that I was looking at not so long ago. The story of turning your classmate into an onohole through a curse of obedience. This guy curses his classmate, as you can tell by the title, and basically turns her into a mindless sex doll. She doesn't react. She doesn't emote. It's sort of just like a human doll, right? You know, it does this thing with her. And then this is the fucked up thing. I think in the second book, there's a scene where like he's fucking her, right? And then some time passes and she ends up being pregnant, right? And then when he leaves her on a park bench and then snaps her out of the curse, I was like, wow, this nigga's an asshole.
Disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I realized.
What other honorable mentions?
I'm over here looking in a whole bunch of the damn hentais that
Stop Man. Oh my God. Stop Man is crazy. It's one of those doujins that does the exact same thing that I was upset about Bangable Girl doing, where it's like one picture every 3 pages and they only change the text. But the thing that's interesting about Stop Man is if you're familiar with Rape Man, who is a quote unquote vigilante who rapes women to right the wrongs that they've committed in society, Stop Man kind of does the exact same thing. Stop Man does that, but he stops time as well. So think of Rape Man with Dio's powers. Dio from JoJo, if you're not familiar. But yeah, Stop Man is in the very beginning, this girl is about to murder her ex-boyfriend. Like, he broke up with her, and she's like hovering over his bed with a knife, right? And Stop Man like stops time and like sexually assaults her. And he goes through a bunch of different situations before he eventually just like puts her in jail. But it's like, why go through the extra trouble if you're just gonna put her in jail anyway? Jikan Shida Joshi has a pretty good doujin that I would recommend reading. What else is there?
I'm trying to look for them. I realized I put a whole bunch of them in the Discord that I'm trying to find the name of. I got a whole bunch of honorable mentions.
I have a bunch that are like saved, but I haven't finished them yet, so I can't say if they're like good or not.
Well,
basically, just go look. Listen, if you're on Sumino or in a hentai or goddamn hentai to read, just go to the dark skin tag. You know what I'm saying? Just read. Read the dark skin tag.
If you add dark skin, pretty much, if you get dark skin tag, you win.
Basically,
that's the dark skin tag in a nutshell.
Basically,
because look, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. You know what I mean? Chocolate is amazing. These girls out here, chocolate do some things to your life, bro, that don't even make no damn sense anymore. They will alter your reality with the mind blowing shit that they can do, and they got your back. You're like, I see like a lot of the attention from like the dark skinned girls, or like the personalities of them are like they're solid, but can be vulnerable if they love you. And that's that I fuck with that.
Oh, wait a second.
What is?
Yes, this is it right here. Inma no Mikata is a doujin about this guy, and he's a succubus supporter. So he's friends with 2 twin succubi, and he's keeping them both alive.
With his meat.
Yeah.
His wiener energy.
Mm-hmm. I found the decensored version. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I hope you got the links for all this shit.
I'll have the links for everything. I keep it in my saved. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna on the video when we talk about them. Like when I edit, I'm gonna have the numbers on the video as I watch. But this also gonna be in the description.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like that's enough of a reading list to get the boys that have never like reading doujin to get them up and at. You know what I'm saying? Right. Maybe we'll do a part 2 to this where we're talking about some more doujin or go through our favorite doujin tags.
Just going to do that like once every like 20, 30 episodes. I feel like each episode number should have a significant... Never mind. Don't listen to me. I'm not smart. I don't know things. I'm not the brains of the operation. I just shoot people.
So yeah. That's that.
With my semen.
Any closing statements?
Yeah. So it seems that a lot of people who watch our videos aren't subscribed. And I'm trying to figure out why. Like, the hentai gods don't like that. They feel highly disrespected.
Yeah.
And you're never going to get no pussy not being subscribed to the Harem Bros.
Yeah.
All right? You got to respect it. I see that some of our videos have like 200, 300, 400 views, but we only got 84 followers. So
someone's got to give.
You know what I mean? So enjoy the vibe and please subscribe. You feel what I'm saying?
Hope it didn't get out.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get up. I told you I'm trying to get off my mom's couch, bro. Ramen noodles is good, but they're not good forever. I'm going to die of high blood pressure before we get to 1,000.
All that sodium.
But y'all can change that. Y'all have the power to change that. And y'all know y'all can.
Exactly. Hit a man with a subscribe.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, subscribe and keep me alive. You know what I mean? Be the life energy to this channel. You know what I'm saying? Please do that. Like, the mana, if you will. the MP, if you will. And I can't use my special moves, my powers, if y'all ain't subscribed. You know what I mean? I've been playing Yakuza Like a Dragon. Let me tell y'all, look, MP is important, and y'all can be the lifeblood that changes that shit. You know, so yeah, please subscribe. If you have any suggestions, join the damn Discord, please, or send us a message at whatever the email is that I keep forgetting.
Harem Bros Podcast at gmail.com.
Oh, it is Harem Bros Podcast at gmail.com. I'm going to say it one more time, though, so I remember it. Harem Bros Podcast at the @ symbol, gmail.com.
Mm-hmm. Hit us up on Twitter or Instagram, both at Harem Bros. We're active. We're active in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? Find the Discord link. We're out here
in the field with it. Like,
hit us up on YouTube.
You know what I mean? We can't upgrade without y'all. You know?
Facts.
Other than that, stay fapping, niggas.
Yeah, stay fapping. Thanks for listening.
And have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to subscribe.
Bye.